Wow, my microwave's in the background as well. Okay, how are we doing this? Um, I'm live. Hi. I didn't realize I could go live, but here I am. Hi, everyone. It's been a minute. Um, this is just me getting some things off my chest, expressing myself, and sharing how I feel because I'm really happy and it's nice to feel happy and bask in it. I think sometimes when we feel a little bit down, it's like you want to hide away and you want to hide away. But I'm practicing trying to like express that too. Like it's okay to not always feel 110%. But anyways, this week has felt a little bit long, but today just being in church, just stretching myself, being around people that just genuinely uplift me was all I could ask for. And I'm just truly, truly thankful to God. I've also been at my church now for a year, which is good for me. Because before coming to this church, I saw to myself done. So I'm glad I've made it a year and I'm celebrating that small win. Big win. And what else? Getting a little bit shy now. What happens after this live? Like, does it just save? Is it just going to be on my YouTube? I have no idea. It's been a minute. I used to upload things all the time. I used to release loads of music. I still write songs. I still sing privately. I still create, but whether or not I share is another thing. And I don't know, something happens when you just mature a little bit and you realize that sharing your gifts isn't always about seeking the validation from other people. It isn't always about just wanting to be seen, right? It's like, why? For me, it's more important to question what my true purpose is and also know that there's more than one gift that God has given me, but also to practice sometimes protecting it, right? So, yeah, sometimes that rejection, whatever it is, as you know, God's protection, a redirection, something that actually has a silver lining. And I think in this chapter of 30, for me, newly 30, oh my goodness, I'm just deep in that. Yeah, I'm 30 and I'm thriving. Yes. Well, yeah, I'm not necessarily where I thought I would be at 30. Let's just put it that way. But I've accepted that with more of an openness actually and a kindness and it's okay. It's okay. So that's where I'm at. There's a few little lessons that 30 is already teaching me. I would say number one is allowing things to happen, not controlling it, not trying to orchestrate something, not trying to force it, not trying to chase it, just allowing it to happen. If something just slowly feels like it's moving away from you and leaving your life, let it go. Let it be. Bye. Hold the door open. Doesn't matter what it is, whether it's a relationship, romantically, a friendship, whether it's certain family members, like whether it's work stuff, whatever it is, like allow things to leave your life. and do not force them to stay. Number 2 for me would be embracing that I just don't know. I don't know. And that for me, God's plan is a lot bigger than my own. And I don't know. And that's okay. I'm showing up, I'm being present, and I'm trying my best. And you know what? That's good enough. I'm still making my plans. I'm still dreaming. I'm still trying. But ultimately, life always has these surprises, good and bad. So, I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen. But I'm living, I'm breathing, I'm healthy, I'm thankful. And ultimately, God has a plan. So just learning to radically accept that. And number 3 would be just betting on myself a little bit more and daring myself to go alone. I'm not always going to have the handheld. I'm not always going to have my comforts. And actually, being in comfort can actually kill a lot of progress, whether that's wanting to always be around a certain group of people, wanting to you can't always have your hand held, and you have to be willing to go alone and do it alone. You're never alone, but it's just, if I want to go to a show and I want to see this person perform, or I want to go to this, I don't know, exhibition and no one's around, that's fine. Do it anyways. Yeah, it's important. And those are the 3 things that are off the top of my head right now that I'm learning so far in chapter 30. Yeah, I just want to, especially on the 3rd one, I just want to take a little bit more risk in that way, challenge myself in a new way, to be in new environments, to learn new skills, to just step out of my comfort, because it's so easy to just get comfortable. Yeah. So yeah, I'm home. I feel revived. And I'm back. I'm back, baby. There's going to be more. I'm actually going to challenge myself. I'm saying it here and now, to at least upload a little diary, a little video diary, because I've actually been doing a few of these privately. I've just been getting on with so many things, but in just my own comfort. But it's time to come out of that hidden place, and it's time to come out of that feeling of, I wouldn't say shame or anything, but just that feeling of heaviness. I don't want to overthink things, and I don't want to just hide away just because I'm giving into fear. I am who I am. That's point number 4, actually. I am who I am. And whether or not, I think today in church, that was a massive eye-opener for me, because I helped out with the announcements, and it was my first time doing that in my church. And I think having these confirmations from people that I don't even really talk to as much or know too well, because sometimes I still feel kind of new, but I'm not. I'm a year in now, but just having those confirmations, God really does send angels your way to sometimes just confirm what's already in your heart and what you should do and where you should go. And if you listen, if you really listen in, you can figure that out. But it was nice to have people just, when people act like, oh, I don't care what anyone thinks and all the rest of it, and I'm not living for other people, blah, blah, blah. I get it, like to some extent, but ultimately, it is nice to feel valued. It is nice to feel worthy. It is nice to feel like your efforts matter and that people care. It is nice to have just a community of support. It is nice to feel less alone. Of course it is. So I think for me, even though I've actually been more guarded than I realized, eventually the true me has seeped out. Like, eventually, it's just like you can never stop being who you are authentically and fundamentally, even when you try not to be, if that makes sense. Not that I was like trying really hard not to be myself. I think I was just a little more guarded than I realized. And today, I think that is slowly kind of, the walls are coming down a little bit, and I'm learning more to trust and ask for help and lean on people that, are in my community. And it feels good. It feels good to, point number 5, last point for now, ask for help. That is my top point, actually, for the chapter of 30, this new milestone. Don't be ashamed. Don't be afraid. Ask for help. The right people will come and assist and help you, and God will bring them. Do not worry. God provides. He provides financially too. You have to have the faith, even if you don't always see it in your account. But that's a whole other thing. Maybe I'll talk about stuff like that. Who knows? I'll talk about all kinds of stuff. But yeah, ask for help. Don't be afraid to. I've had, neighbors help me out, and just all kinds of help from places and people that I just didn't think would. Yeah. But yeah, it actually at first felt uncomfortable because it's like, but then, yeah, it's actually such a warm, amazing feeling. I'm blessed and I'm good. And I hope you all are too. Hope you're not being too hard on yourself. And yeah, just spreading the love and joy and peace. And yeah, I will catch you guys soon. Hey, how do we? What about the music? Oh, hi. I have a person talking to me, a human. So the music, that is a conversation for another day. But what I will say is it is recorded. There are some new songs. Okay. I have been sitting on a music video that needs to come out. But also I want to change my direction a little bit with my music, but music has been recorded. It needs to come out. I need to get on that. And it will. This year. Yeah. And you can hold me to it if I don't do it. That rhymes. Okay. I'm off. Bye. End stream. There it is.